EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from Glendale. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. On play action, Murray. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll send him over to the left. Play action. It's Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll send a tight end in motion. Murray on third down. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's going to take this all the way home. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. It's his second touchdown of the year. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll bring up second down. They'll motion over Samuel. Murray now on second down. And that's going to be intercepted by Terry Quillen. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset, because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again? They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's one.
They go play action now. Murray. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Cardinals first down. Throwing again is Murray. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. Now Murray keeping it himself. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. Third and goal. Murray. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Throwing now on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, Murray. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll motion over Samuel. 2nd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week in practice. He preached the importance of that I have to do a better job protecting the ball. Well, so far here early, it doesn't seem like that's been the case. He's been a little reckless here in the opening quarter, and he's going to have to clean that up throughout the rest of this game.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Murray. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. 15 yards on the catch and run for the 1st down. Murray's going to throw again. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he'll be taken down. That's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. We are through one. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second down and 3. Again, it's Murray. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
A 15-yard loss brings up third down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Easy, quick. Big ace. Buzz. 2-2.
From the gun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Seattle.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down.
remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. They run with Walker. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out in front by the score of 17-3. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. On 1st down, Murray. This one caught by Parkinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They send him right out of the slot. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. Quick throw here is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Omaha. Hey, shift.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll have more from Glendale after this. Throwing again is Murray. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
To throw again is Murray. He gets it to Samuel, left side. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. He'll complete that to his fullback. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They go play action with Murray. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Murray throwing on fourth down. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. They'll run with Benson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. They were stopped on second down, now third and goal from the 1. Here's Murray to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They say no to the field goal opportunity before halftime. They're going to go for it on fourth and goal. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Trey Benson, touchdown Cardinals. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Back to the air once more on second down. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
17. Cardinals 10.
Pick it up. What is this?
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Now, faking the give. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. We saw a lot of throws from him like that playing for UCLA last fall. This one, good for a first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he will have the Seahawks first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. To throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Quick throw, taken in, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks move out to a 24-10 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Easy.
Murray now to throw on first down. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 38 yards. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to Algier. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4. Now
Murray. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. McBride is the motion man. On 1st down, Murray. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 2nd down, Murray. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
Come back, come back.
They'll motion over Samuel. Play action now. It's Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Murray's going to throw again. This one taken in by Parkinson. And he will score. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, Arizona. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
No problem there on the extra point. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Hey, Larry! Hey.
They'll motion a tight end right. Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make
a big hole. He's still on his feet. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Green. Who you got? Hey.
They'll motion over Samuel. On 1st and 10, Murray. That's caught downfield by McBride. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time?
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw left side is complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You saw a great example of it here.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. This is intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. On 3rd down, Murray. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll run Algier. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. out here. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. They'll run here. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point, up and good. And the Cardinals will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Here is first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Here we go, first and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's first down.
1-1. 2-2.
From the gun, it's Murray. Now he'll run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Second down, 8 for the first down.
1-1. Shit.
Play action. It's Murray. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
A lot riding on this play. Tie game, final minute, third down. Here we go. One final play. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's first and 10. On the ground, it's Walker. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. Third down coming up. He'll look to throw. And they will finally run him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal. This one caught at the 4.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and goal. That is caught. He got it. And that's a game winner here in overtime. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.